Thanks for joining me today, everybody. Today is going to be a short practice, and we're just going to sit with our ability to ascend. One of the great things about yoga is this idea of expanding and reaching upwards and perhaps gaining some perspective. And then at the same time, our ability to descend and kind of draw all that awareness, all of that perspective inwards. So we'll start today with our index fingers and thumbs to touch. You can sit up into a cross-legged seat, sliding something under the bum if the knees have a hard time softening down towards the earth. And just letting all the air out of the lungs. A nice deep inhale fills you up. And open mouth exhale lets that go. From the base of the spine through the crown of the head, a nice big breath in and up. And open mouth exhale lets that go. And one more here, big inhale. And open mouth exhale softens that out. And then from that space, beginning to settle into that ujjayi breath, that audible in. And that audible out. That ujjayi breath, maybe the tongue is at the roof of the mouth to create a little more constriction, a little more awareness, a little more texture. Breath in. And breath out. And we'll start to stir the pot. You can start to plant those palms down onto the tops of those knees and just beginning to find yourself rolling forward, rolling backwards, opening up that heart space, opening up the low back, the inner thighs, outer thighs, getting that energy rolling up into the spine. As you stimulate your root chakra here with Sufi grinds, there is no right or wrong way. It's just moving and breathing and letting yourself be free to explore. Getting into the body, getting into the breath. Keep going here. That's it. And we'll start to slow ourselves down. Trying to move yourself into a place of stillness, sitting up nice and tall. And then starting to take it in the other direction. Softening that heart space open as you ground down into the hips. And breathing. And these circles can be as big or as small, but the breath is rhythmic as you create space and a sense of awareness at the root of the spine. And from that awareness, the energetic quality of that draws yourself all the way up into the crown of the head. That energy is rising just in and out through the nose here. You're here for 5. And 4. For 3. And 2. Big breath in. And complete breath. And then sitting up nice and tall again. And perhaps noticing, taking those index fingers and thumbs to touch. And perhaps feeling an energetic quality that starts in the low back, the base of the spine, and begins to emanate all the way up through the crown of the head. From there, on an inhale, let those arms rise, letting that be a gesture of our ability to ascend. And on the exhale, the hands come to the heart center and that ability to draw that awareness inwards. 2 more like that. Big inhale lifts you up. And on the exhale, hands at the heart. And last one, inhale. And softening that awareness back into that midline. From this space, on an inhale, peel it up. On your exhale, one hand goes behind you, the other hand to the middle of the mat. We'll inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, begin to soften your gaze behind you in 3. Keep walking those hands. Perhaps that front hand reaches towards that outer knee in 2. A breath in here and a breath out. And then you'll inhale, bring that back towards your center and just gaze over front shoulder for 3. You're in and out through the nose in 2. Breath in. Yeah. And breath out. We'll inhale, both of those arms rise back up. And on the exhale, take in the gaze and the heart to the other side in 3. And walking those hands, finding that space where you can sit on that fine line of sensation and soften it with breath. Inhale. And exhale. And just really listening to the body. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then the inhale slides the chin over that front shoulder. Gaze perhaps towards your other knee in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. Breath in and breath out. And we'll inhale, bring that all the way back up. On the exhale, bring it into a tabletop. You've got your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. You're spreading those fingers nice and wide. And the belly button drops as the tailbone rises. The heart is lifting. And on the exhale, hollow it out and just draw the chin to the chest. Push those hips back. On your inhale, just melt everything forward. And on the exhale, hollowing it out. And one more like this, breath in. And complete breath out. On an inhale, bring it back into a neutral spine. On your exhale, reach your right leg back towards the walls behind you. Take a big inhale, send that left arm up towards the sky for 3. And you're energetically going back into that heel and through the crown of the head. One arm reaches down, one arm reaches up in 2. And on the exhale, gently release that. Take both of the knees to the earth. The chin and the chest will soften down. The belly will slide its way through or to the earth. Elbows kiss the ribs. On your inhale, you've got a nice little baby cobra. And on your exhale, hands go down, hips go back, child's pose. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale. And exhale. And in this child's pose, just know that the space is always here for you during your practice on your mat. If you ever, in this class or any other class, begin to feel lightheaded, begin to feel like you need to just settle back in and sit with your breath for a moment and join when you're ready. Child's pose is always there for you. On your inhale, you'll roll up into a tabletop. And on your exhale, it's going to be left leg reaches back. No, Malamia. Right leg reaches back. Take a deep breath in. Left hand goes down. No. Left leg reaches back. Big inhale here. I was right the first time. And exhale, and then inhale, up, 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 up. And that left leg is going back. The inner thigh of the left leg is reaching up. Super engaged as right arm is rising in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. Breath in. On the exhale, plant both the hands. On your inhale, you've got your tabletop. On the exhale, it's the chin and the chest. You reach that heart space through. Tops of the toes go down. Elbows kiss the ribs. And inhale a little bit bigger with your baby cobra. And on your exhale, this time you're going to tuck those toes and actively push back into those hips. The forearms float here in 3. You're opening up through the bottoms of the feet. The forearms press away from the mat in 2. Really active here. Breath in, yeah. And breath out. And on an inhale, bring that back into your tabletop. And from that space, on the exhale, we'll push back, downward facing dog. letting those heels soften down towards the earth. And then maybe from that space, there's a little bit of movement. There's a whole lot of awareness. And there's that ability to sit in breath, spreading the fingers wide. Inhale. And exhale. On an inhale, take it out. Find the shoulders over the wrists. Reach through those heels. Again, the inner thighs spiral back towards the walls behind you. And the option to drop those knees is always there for you. Big inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to hover those knees if they're not on the earth. Connect the dots here in a floating tabletop. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push hips back towards heels. You got a floating child's pose. Inhale here. And exhale, straighten out those legs. We'll do that 2 more times, just waking up that front side body, connecting the dots, inhaling your plank. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, float your knees as you bend them and send hips back over knees. Inhale here. Exhale, the hips go way back towards those heels. Big inhale here, and on the exhale, let those hips go high, downward facing dog. 1 more time here. Inhale out, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the knees, the hips are over the knees. Inhale here, float that tabletop or stay in your tabletop. Exhale, push those hips back towards heels. Float that child's pose. Big breath in, and on the exhale, go ahead and straighten those legs. And then from that space, begin to walk those hands back to meet those feet. Feet are hip width apart. You can go ahead, grab the elbows, and you're nodding the head. Yes. You're nodding the head. No. Other forearm underneath, same idea, just shifting it a little bit forward. And again, there's really no right or wrong way here. There's just a whole lot of options and awareness, and you get to choose what works for you. A great space to be in here is a little bent with the knees, and then those hips, they have, with more bend in the knees, those hips begin to soften a little bit. The hamstrings begin to soften, and you find more space in your low back, which ultimately is what a lot of people need. So from that space, we'll gently start to rearticulate as we release the hands down towards the earth and letting one spine, one vertebrae on top of the other as you rearticulate that spine all the way up. And from that space, big toes to touch. Palms are at your sides. We'll work our way into some Surya Namaskar A. On your inhale, let those arms rise up. There again is that gesture of our ability to ascend, and following it in the exhale, forward fold, we descend. Inhale, lengthen into the spine. Exhale, walk it out in front. Find your plank pose. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, knees first, the chin and the chest are second. Slide the belly through, tops of the toes go down. Maybe that heart space gets a little bit higher with each breath. And on the exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Complete exhale. Breath in. And breath out. On an inhale, rise way up high to toes. Gaze goes out in front. Exhale, you can step or hop. Inhale, lengthen into the spine. Exhale, surrender into the fold. Our ability to ascend has to do with our ability to reach down and rise up. And on the exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen into that spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. You're in your plank pose from that space, knees, chin, chest, or you can start to send your weight. Everybody meet me in plank. So take a big breath in here. On your exhale, you're going to start to tuck your chin in towards your chest and see if you can try to see your belly button. From that space, keep everything exactly the way it is here, connecting those dots, but the gaze goes out in front. And from here, shift that weight a little bit forward. So now you're on the balls of your feet. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, the knees go first, the chin and chest go second.
Heart goes through, tops of the toes are down. Big inhale lifts you up. And on the exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Just like all of the poses, there's many different variations of a vinyasa. And choosing the one that works best for you in your body when you're on your mat está bien importante. It's very important because it's a part of the practice too. And just having that awareness and that ability to choose what works best for you is as much a part of the practice as it is the breath. Yeah. It's as much a part of the practice as it is the poses. There's a lot of empowerment when you start to listen and you serve the body what it needs. On the inhale, rise way up high to toes, bend those knees, and on the exhale, step or hop. And on the inhale, there's that hip lift. On the exhale, we fold it out, and then inhale, root down as you rise up, reach up, breathe up. And on the exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, inhale, lengthen into that spine. On the exhale, you've got the step, or you can hop. Some of you with bent elbows, you'll shift that weight a little bit forward, knees drop, or the heart lowers down. Inhale, lift up, reach up, breathe up, and exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. So for training purposes and for just connecting all of our different options, on your inhale, take it out, shoulders over wrists, huh? On the exhale, the knees go down first, the chin and the chest. Tops of the toes are down, and on the inhale, take it back up. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale out, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, shift your weight a little bit forward. So this would be version 2, just a little more connection there. Bend the knees, the chin and the chest. Slide the belly down, lift up through the heart, tops of the toes. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take it out, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, shift it a little forward, elbows come back by those ribs. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. So this practice meets you where you are. Where I was not very long ago was with a shoulder injury, and I wasn't doing full on chaturangas because it was a bad idea and it was going to make me be hurt longer. Finding the variation of the pose that works for you is as much a part of the practice as anything else. On your inhale, take your right leg up, please. On the exhale, go ahead, bend the knee, open the hip, find a little bit of movement there that serves you in this space, huh? Inhale, square those hips, take it nice and long. Exhale, begin to slide it through of your mat. From that space, inhale, right hand goes up as we reach up and low lunge. My ears slippery today, the earphones won't stay in 3. Option here would be to drop that left knee. That's a great option as well. In 2, a big breath in, guys. On the exhale, take both of those hands down towards the earth. Wiggle that right leg out and just lift up through the heart. Knee softens down is a great option here as well. In 3, you can find some movement here. That's another option. In 2, there's freedom in the practice to explore, yeah? Breath in. And breath out. And from that space, we'll plant both the hands, step it back. You got your plank. You got your options. You shift it a little forward. You drop the knees. You don't drop the knees. You inhale up, open up that heart space, watching those shoulders melting away from the ears. And you exhale, push it back, downward facing dog, child's pose. Breath in. And breath out. And then that left leg is going to rise on your inhale. On the exhale, bend and open, soften. A little bit of movement through the ankle. Circles up on the ceiling with the knee. All the things, or none of the things. You choose. Breath in. And breath out. And on an inhale, take that left leg, reach it up and back. And on the exhale, slide it through. Find the top of your mat. From there, the right hand is going to come down And we'll breathe in, lengthening that left arm up in 3. Option to drop the knee here if that feels better. In and out through the nose in 2. Breath in. And breath out. And we'll take both of those hands to the inside of your left foot. Begin to wiggle the left foot out. Lift up through the heart. Reach and breathe here. And again, the knee can soften down. That feels better. In and out through the nose. Connecting to the earth in 2. Even if you've got that knee down, you're still using those hands to press down. And from the ability to go down, we go up. And then if you want movement, breath in. That's it, and breath out. And then from that space, we'll press it back. We'll find our plank pose. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, drop your left knee. Pinky side edge at your right foot goes down. Right hand comes high in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. Breath in. And breath out. On an inhale, you're going to come all the way up. Right hand's going to come down, right leg. Left arm's going to reach up. Side body lengthens out. 3. Space between the ribs and the hips. Connection to earth, connection to those left fingertips in 2. Breath in, yeah. And breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, go ahead. Windmill those hands down and around. Right hand comes down, left hand comes high in 3. Bravo in 2. And from that space, plant both those hands. Right knee goes down, left leg goes back. Pinky side edge of left foot down, right hand high. Connection, reaching through the pinky side edge of that left foot. And if I was to slide a marble down towards the back of that foot, it just go right up underneath the arch in 2, meaning there's space, arches lifting. Breath in, and breath out. And then down into that right knee, up into those right fingertips, pinky side edge, reach up, breathe up. Both the foot, pinky side edge, awake and alive. My fingers, pinky side edge, awake and alive. It's all connected in 2. Breath in. And breath out. We'll inhale up into those fingers. Exhale, the windmilling of the hands. Weeble while you wobble, maybe down and around. Both of the hips remain square. And then we go, there's our twist again in 3. In 2. And on the exhale, plant both the hands. So you can have the knees meet the mat. You can come into your plank pose. Take it down however you see fit. Inhale, open up that front side. And exhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Big inhale. And complete exhale. On your inhale, you're going to rise way up high to toes. Bend those knees. Push those hips way back. On an exhale, you'll step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down as you rise up. That big open heart as the feet reach down. And exhale, the strong foundation settling in to that heart space. On your inhale, sit nice and low. Weight is in the heels. Utkatasana. Breath in. And breath out. Wait. Sit it back. Reach and breathe for 3. And 2. And on the exhale, go ahead, fold it out. On your inhale here, find your halfway lift. On the exhale, you're going to step or hop, take it back. Inhale, you've got your plank. Exhale, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga arms, your choice. Inhale, heart lifts open. Exhale, index fingers and thumbs gluing down towards the earth as you push it back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, take your right leg up. On the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Drag that left heel down here in 3. In 2, we're going to lift up through that left heel and reach that right leg back towards the walls behind us. Right toes, you can look between those legs perhaps and see them pointing down. And 2, and then slide it through. Find the top of your mat. From that space, left hand goes down, right head comes high. There's your twist. And from here, you're going to get a little light in that left hand, and you're going to come up. Fingertips, awake and alive in 3. Maybe gaze goes back over that shoulder. And the mini version of this, which isn't always easy either, and is there for you in 2. Yep, breath in. And breath out. And then we windmill those arms up and around, and you sit nice and low, Virabhadrasana 2. Heel to arch alignment. Gaze out over those fingers in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. On your inhale, peaceful warrior, right arms rising. Breath in. Watching that front knee. The knee stays bent, tracking over ankle in 2. Breath in. And breath out. Big inhale here. On your exhale, right elbow towards right thigh or hand towards the earth or a block. Left hand will come high in 3. In and out, that wake and alive in that back arch in 2. I talk about it. I still got to be about it. That's real. So half the time I'm saying this stuff because I need to remind myself. On your inhale, find your peace, peel it up, reach up, breathe up. And on the exhale, 12 or start to straighten that front leg. From that space, we'll 12 o'clock those toes. Take the hands to the hips and fold. Walk those hands back to line up with the feet. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Reach the crown of the head towards the earth. 5 and 4. In and out through the nose in 3, yeah. In 2, breath in. And breath out. And on an inhale, find your halfway lift. On the exhale, take the hands to the hips. On the inhale, strong legs as you reach up. And on your exhale, heel to arch. Virabhadrasana 2. We'll inhale, long right side body again. And on the exhale, windmill hands down and around. Left hand goes down, right hand comes high. There's that twist. So option here would be to drop that left knee and step your right foot back. That's your number 1 Vajrasana option. Option number 2 is going to be pinky side edge, a left foot goes down. You've got yourself in a little kickstand here. Open up, reach up, breathe up in 3. And that's ability to expand through all of those limbs just gets you stronger in 2. And on the exhale, plant both the hands. Inhale, bring it back into your plank pose or your tabletop. Exhale, right knee drops down. And you open up to the left side, or pinky side edge of right foot goes down. Left foot slides up into the middle of the mat. You got a nice little kickstand as that left hand goes high. Up, 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 up in 3. This right hip is the money. Use it in 2. Breath in. And bring it back into your plank. Breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chin, and chest. From that space, you're going to take that right arm out to the side. Oh, my angle. Lower it down just like this. Okay, so from here, right arm's going to reach out long, and the fingers are really active. Active hand. Right ear goes down. Left leg's over the top. As much as we use the shoulders in our vinyasas, they deserve a little recognition. And 2, yeah. Breath in. A little love. Breath out. Inhale, bring it back towards your center. And on the exhale, take it to the other side. That left arm will reach out, left ear will go down. You take it, open it up, right foot comes back, press and reach. Fingers of that left hand, active in 3. And 2. Breath in. And breath out, and then bring it back towards your center. And from that space, hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale, draw yourself up. Exhale, sit those hips back towards heels. Find child's pose. Lift those palms. Sitting in that place of gratitude, which I would say is kind of the middle of ascending and descending. It's recognizing what is, and it's offering up thanks to whatever is above us. Breath in. And breath out. And then plant those palms. Inhale, take it out. Find the shoulders over the wrists. And on the exhale, tuck the toes. Boom, push it back. Downward facing dog. Same routine, pero la otra lado, the other side. On your inhale, left leg rises. On the exhale, bend and open. Let it feel good. Draw that right heel up and away from the mat in 3. In and out through the nose in 2, and then dragging that right heel down. We'll slide the left leg back and point left toes down. So the hips are quite a bit more square here. And then from that space, slide it through, find the top of your mat. You are going to turn the pinky side edge of that right foot down and lift that inner arch. And then up you go. Reaching through those fingertips, connecting to the earth, connecting to the crown, connecting to breath in 3. In and out through the nose in 2. Breath in. And breath out. Peaceful warrior will be your inhale. Left arm's reaching in 3. Left knee is softening. 2. Breath in. And breath out. And then exhale, side angle pose. Elbow, hand to the earth, hand to a block. Right hand is high. Long lines of energy as you breathe in 3. Through the nose in 2. From that space, you're going to windmill that right hand down and around. Right hand goes down. Left hand comes high. There's that twist. And then from that twist, we're going to find the top of the mat. So right foot's going to meet left. Inhale, lengthen into the spine. Exhale, peace fingers and big toes. Long lines of energy as you find the hips reaching back and the crown of the head reaching forward. And then as you begin to soften down, the head goes down, the hips go up, elbows out, soft eyes, soft jaw, soft tongue even. Breath in. And breath out. And then inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, heel toe those feet together. Inhale, sit nice and low. We got Utkatasana. Weight is in those heels. And on the exhale, take the hands behind you. From here, you're going to grab your elbows. And you're going to take your left foot and step it back about 2/3 of the way. We'll inhale, lift up through that heart space. Feet are hip width apart. Left toes are pointing in between, I would say close to like 11 o'clock-ish on a clock. Right toes are 12 o'clock. Feet are hip width apart. Big inhale here. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Inhale, find the crown of the head. Let the right hip roll back, the left hip roll forward. Exhale, folds. In 3. Relaxing any gripping toes. That's another one. I can see my toes. I'll be talking about it. 2. Yeah. Breath in. That's it, guys. And breath out. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up. On the exhale, you're going to take it to the side of your mat with those toes. Slide your other forearm underneath. Wow. Right ears in there. And then from that space, take it to the back of your mat. So when I do this, it doesn't work. I need to move my feet. The right toes are going to point at 1 o'clock. The left toes are at 12 this time. There's about, I don't know, 2.5 feet, 3 feet between the heels and the toes. Hips are square. We'll inhale, reach forward. Exhale. Find that length. Big breath into that long spine. Left hip's rolling back and right hip is rolling forward. And then what can you relax? Where can you soften? Where can you create more awareness? Where can you create more space? There's a million different reasons to be right here, right now. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to inhale, take that back up. Beauty. Exhale. Hello. Release the hands. You're at the top of your mat. Close your eyes for a moment here and just feel spaciousness in shoulders, spaciousness in your heart, from the fingertips, from your fingertips all the way into that heart space, that line of energy, awake and alive. And then big toes to touch or not. You can always do feet hip width apart here and reach up through those arms. And you got yourself Utkatasana otra vez, 4, 5. How low can you go? Reach and breathe in 4. You're in and out through the nose in 3. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. All the way down. Oh, yeah. To the butte in 2. We'll take those arms, reach them out in front, soften through the shoulders, spacious through the toes. 5 and 4. That's it in 3. And then from that space, take those legs up towards the sky in 2. From that space, take the hands right beside the hips. Draw those feet 45 degrees. Shoulders soften. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, can you go lower? Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, a little lower. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, a little lower. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, a little higher. That's it, guys. Inhale up and exhale in that middle. And these are another variation of the same thing. Perhaps if you've got low back issues, you're not going quite as low as others. And then from that space, take those knees, draw them in towards the chest. We're going to go roll forwards and backwards, length of the spine. That's it. And from that space, cross the ankles, plant the hands, roll yourself out, or slide everything out to the side. However you get there, step it back. From that space, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga arms. Inhale. And exhale, breath in. And breath out. From that space, on an inhale, left leg will rise. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knee, open the hip. From there, you're going to flip your dog if that's available to you. Left foot slides all the way down and around. Right toes point, heart lifts open in 3 and 2. Breath in. On an exhale, plant both the hands. Inhale, send left leg up. And on the exhale, begin to slide it through. Find the top of that mat. From that space, right hand goes down, left hand comes high. And then you're taking yourself up, reaching up, breathing up in 3. Open arm twist. Awaken alive in those legs in 2. Breath in. And breath out. We'll windmill those arms all the way up and around. Sit nice and low, heel to arch. Breath in. And breath out. And then inhale, peace out, peel it up, reach up, breathe up. And from that space, heels go in, toes go out, and you got yourself a nice little yogi squat. Arms reach up, and on the exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. And 2 more like that. In and out. And breath in. Breath out. And then inhale, bring it up. Exhale, straighten out those legs. 12 o'clock those back toes. Virabhadrasana 2 as we sit low here. A big inhale, and on the exhale, side angle pose. So maybe that right arm comes right up alongside the ear this time in 3 and 2. Breath in and breath out. We'll inhale, peace out, peel it up, reach up, breathe up. And on the exhale, windmill those hands down and around. This time, soften your left knee down, wiggle your front foot out, push those hips back, peel those toes in 3. With the option to walk the hands over to the left. In and out through the nose in 2. Keeping that space between the chin and the chest open. Connecting those lines of energy between the head and the heart. Breath in. And breath out. And then gently from that space, you're going to take it back to the top of the mat. Step it back. Find your plank pose. And we got plank pose on our left-hand side. Pinky side edge of the left foot goes down. You've got the option to leave that knee down. You've got the option to find a kickstand. You've got an option to take the bottom of your right foot, slide it to your inner left thigh, and tree pose in 3. Woo, weeble while you wobble. Up, up, up with that left hip. See how that's so activated? In 2. And then you're back in your tabletop. You're back in your plank. You're back in your body. You're back in your breath. Pinky side edge goes down on the other side. Left hand comes high. Right knee can soften down here. Left foot can come out and you got yourself your little kickstand. Left leg can come to the inside arch or the inside of right thigh and you're up in 3. Ooh. 2. Breath in. And on the exhale, hello plank pose. So we'll inhale here, exhale the knees, the chin, and the chest. And there's many ways to love on those shoulders. So from that space, tops of the toes will come down. We'll take those hands, interlace those fingers, and on your inhale, start to peel yourself up. Hands are off the backside body here. Gaze goes out in front. Tops of the toes are down in 2. Breath in. On an exhale, soften it down. Thumbs go in, pinkies out, left ear to the mat. Relax. Breath in. And breath out. And then bring it back towards that center. Interlace those fingers the non-intuitive way. We got tops of the toes down. We got palms touching if they can. We got arms lifting. We got heart lifting. We got the head. We got the feet. 5. Wherever you're at, in and out through the nose. 4 and 3 and 2, and then soften that back down. Elbows soften, palms up, pinkies out, right ear. Lovely. Breath in, yeah. And breath out. And then inhale, bring it back towards your center. From here, you can plant those hands, push yourself up into a tabletop, back into a child's pose and down dog, or hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, light up your legs. You're really strong. Take a big inhale, connect all of those dots. Exhale, push away from the earth. Inhale here and exhale, push it back. Downward facing dog, breath in. And breath out. And this time, right leg will rise. Inhale, exhale, bend and open. Let it feel good. If you like, from this space, you'll spin onto the pinky side edge of that left foot. Left toes go back, heart, hips, reach up, breathe up. Right arm is rising in 3, yeah. And 2. And then both of the hands go down. Inhale, take that right leg, let it reach up. And on the exhale, slide it through. Find the top of your mat. Left heel spins down. We got Vera 2 bringing us up and away. Shoulders soften, heart lifts. Inhale. And exhale. Play with those palms reaching up and just noticing a shifting of the hands creates a different energetic quality in shoulders. On your inhale, find your peace. Breath in. Yeah. And breath out. And then we go heels in, toes out. Arms reach up. Inner knees towards outer knees. Inner arches awake and alive. You're in through the nose here and you're out through the nose. Inhale, take it up. Exhale. In. Out. This ability to ascend and bring that awareness inwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, open up, Vera 2. Inhale, find that peace. And exhale, side angle pose. Left arm comes right up alongside the ear. 3. Awake and alive. In and out through the nose. And 2. On the exhale, windmill that left hand down and around. Drop your left knee. Wiggle your right foot. Push your hips back. Hands underneath books or blocks or something that gives you longer arms to create more of a connection, i.e. more softness, more space. And then if you want, those hands can start to go out to the right side of that leg. 3, right side of right leg. In and out through the nose. And 2, bravo, breath in, yeah? And breath out. And then bring it back up towards your center. Left hand goes down, left toes go tuck, left hand, blah. Left knee is rising, right arm's rising. 3, yeah? And 2, and on the exhale, plant those hands. Inhale here, and exhale, left foot meets right. Inhale here, and a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees a whole bunch. Take your forearms behind your calves, and then just slide those arms in between the crisscross of the shins. Take a big breath in here, and exhale, hinge, and just fold and breathe in 5. Shifting that weight forward for 4, 3, and 2. Breath in and breath out, and then gently release that. We'll heel toe those feet back together. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and sit down. Take those legs out in front. Take a deep breath in. Where am I at here on my timeline? Inhale, take it up. And exhale, reach through those arms and just expanding onto your back, slowly but surely, all the way back. Nice job. And from that space, walk those feet in so they're hip width apart. Fingertips reach towards heels, thumbs in, pinkies out. Inhale, up with those hips. Interlace those fingers, shimmy those shoulders. And it's the exact same thing. Our ability to reach down into the earth creates our ability to reach up. It's all connected. Interlace those fingers if that feels good. If not, hands just stay right beside your hips and shins towards the back of the mat. You got space in your throat for that breath. And 2, breath in. And breath out. And from that space, draw those knees in towards the chest. Keep that right knee in. Let that left leg slide out. From here, you're going to take right leg up towards the sky. Dorsiflex those toes. Make some circles on the ceiling with your foot. And then right knee is going to soften back down. Right arm will reach out to the side. Take that right leg across the body in 3. That's it.
Shoulders are soft. In and out through the nose, and 2, breath in, yeah. And breath out, and then gently release those. Both of the knees in towards the chest. You'll let the right leg go long. Take the left leg, reach it up. A little bit of movement. I like this, feels good. And your ankles, your bottoms of your feet. So funny that something so simple can be so good for you. And then left knee, just bend it a little bit. Left arm reaches out to the side, and that left leg comes across the body, and it's just a supine twist in 3. You're in and out through the nose, and 2, breath in. Yeah. And breath out. And then bring it back towards your center. Draw those knees in towards the chest. Wrap those forearms around the shins. Big squeeze here. Hi, Mr. Marvin. And on your exhale, the heels go in, the toes go out, the palms are up. You're on your back. And you've got nowhere to go. You got nothing to do. It's just the ability to sit in expansiveness, sit in softness, sit in awareness. You are the sponge that gets to soak it all up. Relax. Gravity softening muscles away from bones. Corners of the eyes, the corners of the mouth, soft and relaxed.